Stampin' friends, welcome to Friday, our Friday Live. I have a really fun project to share with you with the Painterly Pears suite. This is a new suite collection that is coming on July 1st for customers. And the other week, 2 weeks ago, I shared a project with you, making a simple card. Today, I'm going to share with you a really cute, fun fold idea, using the same suite collection. And this idea actually came from a demonstrator friend of mine, Heidi Collins. I was looking for some unique fun fold ideas that were simple, and I came across Heidi's and I loved her version. So I cased her card. And so we are going to make that card today. Hello, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining me, sweet friend. All right, so let me turn my camera down, tell you what's going on so that you are in the know on things. So for July, each month I have a project kit. It's part of my Sweet Creations Club. And the July kit is going to feature the Painterly Pears bundle to make 5 projects, 4 cards, and a really beautiful gift box. And the registration runs from now till July 5th of 2025. If you are part of my monthly club, the monthly subscription price is $43 a month. That does include shipping and roughly $20 to $25 in consumable products. But if you want to just try it for a month, you can message me, and I do offer the 1-month kit for $48 for the 1 month without a subscription. Hello, Anita, Dawn, Kelly, Paula. Welcome, friends. Okay, so also a quick reminder that I'm gonna flip back real quick. That Monday, June 30th is the very last day for Stampin' Up's Sweet Sweets sale. That means that you can purchase a sweet collection or a product from a sweet collection at full price and get the second one that is of the lower value price at 50% off. Amazing deal. I think the best way to take advantage of that is if you have a suite that you want to buy the suite, and then you get another suite at 50% off. That's going to get you the most bang for your buck. Hello, Connie. Hello, my sweet friend. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think I had told you the other week that I was going to send an email about a popcorn party that I'm doing with Melissa Faust at the end of July. I did not get that registration out this last week. But we have everything finalized, and so that registration is going to go out on July 1st. What is that? That's Tuesday, July 1st. If you're a part of my email list, it will go out to you probably around 10 o'clock in the morning, and it will run through July 13th. And then the actual party, it is a Zoom party. We're going to make 4 projects using the Popping By bundle, and we're going to play some games for some just fun Stampin' Up prizes. So we'd love for you to join us and be on the lookout for that email coming on Tuesday. Now, the event, like I said, I think it's July 30th at 6 p.m. Central. So if you want to check your calendar and register for that, that would be awesome. We'd love to have you craft and play games with us. Okay, I think that is it. Let's go on ahead and let's get into today's project. Let me just move my supplies. Now, the Painterly Pears collection is coming out on July 1st, but I know that many of you, I think like pretty much all of you on here, are already demonstrators, so hopefully you've been able to pre-order this beautiful collection. I'm trying to get out all pieces for it. The Perfectly Pears bundle has these beautiful images. I really like the fact that it's got multiple images, and one of my favorite stamping styles is like 2-step stamping. You stamp the outline image, and then to color, you stamp the full image. That is my absolutely favorite type of stamping. Makes it so much easier for me. And then of course the bundle includes the dies so that you can cut out your images that you stamp. All right, and then we have this beautiful paper, and I am down to scraps. I just realized this morning, so I'm going to order another package of this paper. This is 6x12 sheets, just to give you an idea, but they do come 12x12 at 2 each of the patterns for a total of 12 pages. Beautiful little, just simple patterns on the back, and then you got all your really fun pairs on the front. And then the collection also comes with the low profile sparkle dots, a blue, a green, and yellow. And then you have this really beautiful shimmery, like mossy meadow ribbon. Make sure, yeah, it is a mossy meadow ribbon. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to make today's projects. Now, if you are part of my email list, you will get the printable project sheets sent to your inbox at 3 o'clock Central Time tomorrow, Saturday. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to have all the supplies, all of the measurements, pictures to help guide you along. This is a super simple card. So let's go ahead and let's get our supplies in place. Now, if you're not part of my email list, really simple to join. Look in the description of this video, and there is a link to join my email list, totally free. You get tired of hearing from me, easy to unsubscribe. But you don't want to miss out on any fun project sheets though. Okay, so we are going to start off with, well, let me show you a little bit about the card. Like I said, this was inspired by Heidi Collins. She had done a similar card, and just really fun, unique way so you can showcase that beautiful Painterly Pears Designer Series paper. And so we're going to start off with a piece of petal pink cardstock. Now this measures 4 1/4 by 10 1/2. So it's just a little bit shorter than a half a piece. And I'm going to get my scoreboard out. We do have some score lines here. And the first score line, let me get that in position, is going to be at 2 1/2, 3 3/4, 6 1/4, then at 7 1/2. I'm going to do a little bit of burnishing here. Now we have some sections here, right here at the top, and I'm just going to show you so that you know which one we're looking at. This one is the 2 1/2 inch section right here. This is actually going to be the top of our card right here. So just to show you how they'll line up, then what you're going to do is you're going to valley fold that 2 1/2 inch section. Then you're going to that was a hill fold, then a valley. Let's flip that around. So we have the hill fold, and then we're going to have a valley fold. And then we're going to just do the opposite. We're just going to keep going back and forth. And I am going to caution you, I would just do each fold individually, and I wouldn't do them on top of each other. I discovered that if you try to do all of your burnishing like this, then it will put indentations in your cardstock and you'll have lines running across. So I recommend just do each one individually. Okay, that way you'll get some nice crisp folds without those indentation lines. Okay, so let's get this. I got to get reoriented here. So let me make sure. There we go. We're good to go. 2 1/2 inch section is here at the top. When you're done, this is what you're going to have. Okay, that's what it looks like, kind of like a funny, like double Z here going on. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 pieces of Secret C cardstock. Each of these measures 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. Then we're going to take that really pretty Painterly Pears Designer Series paper. Each of these measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So those are our 2 sections right here. So we're just going to glue those pieces on. We'll do the next one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and decorate at my top panel with the Petal Pink Designer Series paper before I put them on. So I'm just going to set that one aside for a moment, and then I'm going to work with this one. Now, the really cool thing about one of the patterns in the Designer Series paper is you can die cut the images. And that is one of my favorite things about this paper is, look, you can go ahead and die cut that pear. You can die cut the pretty flowers. I always put that upside down. Let's try it that way. You can also you can die cut the leaves right here. So really, really simple. So what I did is I just die cut out the pieces that I need out of the paper. And then what I did is I took and die cut out a 3-inch circle with the Stylish Shapes dies. So I'm just going to build this up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our pear. You know what? Before I do that, I want to stamp my sentiment. Let me go ahead and get my sentiment in place. So I'm going to stamp the word hello from the stamp set. And I am stamping in Secret C. You could also too use Memento Black. You could use Early Espresso, Night of Navy, lots of options here. And now we're going to take dimensionals and we're going to have fun building all this up. Hello, Colleen. Hello, Katie. Hello, Karen. Okay, so we're just going ahead. Let's pop these up. And I'm going to have this go at an angle, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I leave room for my leaves. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to glue my leaves flat. Tuck that under there, right that. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to just pop up those really pretty pink flowers. Use a dimensional. Actually, I'm going to take some mini dimensionals. I think that'll work best. Let's see, right there. And another one right there. And then to kind of help stabilize it, I'm just going to add a little dab of glue on the part that's going to rest on the actual pear. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this up with dimensionals right here on my petal pink piece. Just get it lined up. All right. Easy peasy, right? So what we're going to do is now I'm going to take and I'm going to glue just the top half onto my 2.5 inch panel. Remember, we have a 2.5 right here at 2.5, and then we have a longer one at 3. So you want to make sure that when you're adhering it to the 2.5 inch panel. So I'm just going to add some glue on the upper half. And then what I like to do is I just like to try to make it about equidistance here. And then I'm just going to take same thing for my next panel as I'm just going to do the upper half. Again, I'm going to flip that over so you can see it a little bit better. Again, I'm just going to try to make my border around equidistance around the top edge there. Now the key is I do want to make sure that these line up. And they do, all right? Then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of basic white cardstock. This measures 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. That's just going to give me a place to put a message for my recipient. So I'm just going to put that there on that last panel, which is our 3 inch panel. Put that right there. And then there you go. You can write just a really quick message, and then you got your fun fold right there. So when we close it, it covers the sentiment label right there. And then we're just going to bling it up with some of those really cute low profile dots. Super easy peasy project today. But what a wow card to give to somebody. There you go, guys. That is today's project. Super, super simple. Again, if you were on my email list, you will get the project sheet tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central Time. If you're not on my email list, go on ahead, sign up. It's easy to do. The link to do so is in the video description. And guys, I am going to take off for the weekend. I hope that you'll have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next Friday. Take care. Bye, guys.